In this session, we are trying to set up an Rsa SSH key and integrate it with GitHub. This will enable us run our task on GitHub without requiring passwords or personal access tokens. To do that, it's a simple process. We'll go to our terminal or whatever the SSH client we are using, enter SSH keygen to generate key. When we do this, we see generating public/private RSA key pair. Now we want this file to be saved in the default folder, which I'll show you where to get it. Now we have this. We'll press enter. Do we want to enter a passphrase? No. Press enter. Enter. Now the key has been generated. Now, where do we find the key? We can see what we have here. It tells us where the key is. The key is always saved, or the keys are always saved in the home of the user generating the key. Okay, so you can just copy this part to find where it is, right? You can cd, right, into to find where it is, SSH. Now we are in the directory. Now let's do ls, right? So you see, you have the two files. This is the private key, and this is a public key. So let's cut each of them. So, but what we need is the public key. So let's cut the public key to see the content. So now this is the content of your public key. This is your public key, so you can copy it. So once you have it copied, you can go to GitHub. You want to integrate this key to your GitHub. So on GitHub, go to this top icon. Remember, when you are trying to get your personal access token, you know this is where you come. So you go there. So for personal access token, you scroll down to developer settings. But what we want to do now is to integrate our SSH key, right? So you come in here, then you add new SSH key. So let's give our SSH key a name and say my token, right? My token. So let's see what is expected to begin with. Oh, it's expected to begin with SSH-RSA or these other ones, right? So let's paste and see what we have. SSH-RSA. So we are fine. So once you had this, you'll be prompted for your password. We've got that. Now you have your token added. You see, it's never used. Now let's demonstrate how we can have this token work, right? So after setting up a token, when you are trying to create an alias, or you are trying to, let's assume you are trying to do a Git clone, okay? Let's do a Git clone using this SSH key. So let me go to my repositories to identify what I need to clone. Let's say this is my organization, because Git clone is very important. This is my organization, and can come here, take down the CA. So let's see the branches I want to work on. Let's take multi-build. This is a branch. This is a repository I want to clone. So I can come here, and when I come to code, when you get to the repository you want to clone, for example, go to code, you see there's the HTTPS option, which will require the personal access token or the password, and the SSH option. So we'll take the SSH option. You can copy this, right? So to clone, you can come in here and say, let's clear this. Git clone. Okay, let me go to, so let me go to, let's say this is a repository I intend to clone, right? And let me confirm that. Multi-build, yeah, that's correct. And I've copied the SSH part as the SSH link. So I can do git clone. I want to clone multi-build. That's a part. And where do I want to put it? I want to put it right here. I want it cloned here. So I can just say cloned multi-build. Let's call it cloned multi-build. Cloned multi-build. This is the name of the new file I want created. And I want it created here. I could also have specified the paths, right? In case I want it in a different directory, I can specify the subdirectory where I want it saved. So I can put this there, clone multi-build. So cloning, right? Then I say yes. Cloned. So let's do an ls cloned multi-build. So we can check the content of that, ls. Yeah, we have it. We have a cloned directory using the SSH path. Thank you.